In this video, I'm going to go over every armor set in Abiotic Factor as of the Cold Fusion update, which ones you should use and what each set's good for. These are just my opinions and a lot of this stuff is up to personal preference, but this will give you a good idea of what's good. Starting off with the Carrope set, I'll be honest, Carrope sucks. It's a small part of the game where it's good, but really I would just skip it. The helmet gives you airtight seal so you aren't affected by spores, but it really doesn't save the set. I'm going to chuck it in D tier. Next up is Cascade. Cascade is the best armor set in the game for a solid chunk of the story. It falls off when you unlock Reactor armor pretty heavy, but then it becomes arguably the best in the game when you unlock its Hyperion upgrade. What makes Cascade and later Hyperion so good is how well-rounded they are. The ratio of armor rating to weight is really good for its point in the game at 18 armor rating to 7 weight. That paired with one of the most generally useful bonuses in the game is allowing you to see enemies through walls. They're really good sets for just general use. S tier. Next up is the Crystalline set. Crystalline is one of the most unique sets in the game, aesthetically and functionally, and it can be useful in certain niche situations. It has a pretty bad armor rating to weight ratio of 16 to 10, but that's really not why you'd run this set. Its main benefit is its set bonus, which makes you invisible if you stop moving or you're walking slowly, so you can sneak past enemies. It's definitely good in certain situations, but its armor rating to weight ratio really drags it down. I'm going to chuck it in B tier. Next up is Excellum. Excellum's the tankiest set in the game. If you want to ensure you survive an encounter, there's really no set better. It's in a multi-way tie for the highest base armor rating in the game at 26, and it's extremely heavy with 15 weight, but it has a super strong set bonus called Burden, which gives you immunity to knockback and 25% damage reduction, which is crazy, but it does disable the ability to sprint. Losing sprint is super annoying if you want to use the set all the time, but running it for situations where you really need armor is a great idea. I'm going to chuck it in B tier. The Forge set is a super early game set. Its set bonus Defiance is really bad, giving incoming bullets an 8% chance to bounce off you, and with an armor rating of 10 and a weight of 10 as well, it's really pretty terrible. I can't recommend it for anyone past the very early game, but because you can get it super early, I'm going to chuck it in C tier. The Hex set is very good for certain parts of the game. It's got a similar armor rating to weight ratio as the Cascade set, with 17 armor to 6 weight. Its set bonus is also super strong, making it so you can't bleed. This set and Cascade are strong at similar points in the game, so they can kind of be used interchangeably depending on what you need in your situation. Some areas in the game will make you bleed a ton, so Hex is super useful. A tier. The Interfactor set really isn't very interesting. It's pretty strong, but because of how late you get it, it just isn't very useful. It has no set bonus. I'm going to chuck it in D tier. The Legate set is alright, but by the time you can get it, there's just always a better set to use in every situation. Its set bonus is also pretty bad, just making people around you 5% faster. I'm going to chuck it in C tier. Next up is Maestro. Maestro is my personal favorite set in the game. It has a very low armor rating of 12, but it's super light with only 3 weight. Its set bonus also pairs with the Fog Lantern to give you a crazy amount of stamina, and gives you the ability to jump much higher. In my opinion, it's by far the best set for farming in between quests or working on your base because of its mobility. It's also a viable set armor rating wise once you upgrade it fully to Kintsugi armor, as it has 20 armor rating with the same weight. I'm going to chuck in S tier. The Makeshift set is statistically the worst set in the game, but it can be crafted within seconds of starting, which brings it up a little bit. I really don't think anyone's watching this to learn about Makeshift though, so I'm going to chuck it in C tier. Next up is Mountaineer. It's an interesting set because it has no helmet, so you can pair it with a helmet from another set. Its weight's 25 and its armor rating is 24, which is a very bad ratio, but its armor rating is high enough that it kind of makes up for it. With that super high weight, you're going to be in the high weight brackets anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Its set bonus also makes it so you can't be knocked back. For quite a bit of the game, the Mountaineer set is the tankiest you can obtain, which does bump it up a bit, so I'm going to chuck it in B tier. The next set is Mistog. Mistog is the last set you're going to get. It's super late game, other than Hyperion, which really damages its usefulness, but it is still super strong. The set has 20 armor and 7 weight, which is a very good ratio. It is a cool set bonus, which makes it so you won't take any fall damage from any height, which is insane. And you have a friendly Mistog eye to help you fight enemies. Paired with the core companion trinket, which doubles the health and damage of all pets, this set is really strong. But because of how late you can get it, it's not that useful. So I'm going to chuck it in A tier. Reactor armor has some of the best survivability in the game. It's in a tie for the highest base armor rating with 26, and it only has 8 weight. Its set bonus also allows you to gain up to 50% max speed and 5x maximum health bonus if you're very irradiated, which is amazing. Though it can get pretty annoying being constantly irradiated. A good way to get irradiated easily is using the plutonium keychain, but you are going to need a little bit more than that if you want to reach the maximum. Because it's only better than a set like Hyperion for survivability when you are heavily irradiated, I really wouldn't recommend it for anything like general tasks around the base and stuff. But it's a great option if you really need that survivability for a hard quest. A tier. The next set, Triari, is very, very bad. It's got a terrible armor rating to weight ratio, and its set bonus is very bad. It just allows you to knock over doors by running into them. D tier. The security set. It's very heavy, but it does allow you to hold your shield out indefinitely, which can be useful in certain niche situations. It has a decent armor rating for the point in the game you unlock it, and all the pieces are findable, not craftable, which can be quite good because it can help you save on resources in the mid game. I'm going to chuck this one B tier. Alright, the final set I'm going to go over is the Exor set. It has a good armor rating to weight ratio, very good, of 22 armor to 5 weight. One of the best ratios in the game. But its main benefit is its set bonus, which increases your movement speed by 15% and makes it so your legs can't be sprained, fractured, or broken. And it spawns an Exor when in combat to fight for you. The Exor is really, really strong, especially in single player, because it attracts the attention of enemies and makes you get hit less. You can also pair it with the core companion trinket to make it much stronger. I'm going to chuck in A tier. Alright, that's every set in the game as of the Cold Fusion update. Thanks for watching.